Okay, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to all of the hopeful elect brothers that's doing the will of the Lord in sincerity and in truth. Now, this will be an update of the two most recent known earthquakes that's in the news. There are many earthquakes going on right now all around the world and in different countries, in various places, diverse places, as Matthew the 24th chapter says. But the two that I'm going to speak about or share with you is the earth are the earthquakes that happened recently in Japan and New Zealand, which New Zealand, I believe, is north of the country of Australia. Now it says, news wrap, this is from PBS NewsHour. News wrap, death toll from Japan, earthquake rises to 34. Now I'm gonna get 2nd Esdras 9, and then I'm gonna get Matthew 24, and then I'm gonna go into an article. 2nd Esdras 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. So he said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And how do you measure the times? You measure the times by using the scriptures. The scriptures is the tool or the measuring stick that we use to measure what time we're in, right? Because for one, we're watchmen, so we have to watch to see what's going on. We have to link up the current events to prophecy, to the scriptures. That's how we measure the times. And right now we're in the time of war. We're in the time of the third woe, which is WW3 coming to pass. We're at the time of Revelation, the 13th chapter, dealing with the MOTB, the RFID CHIP coming to pass. We're in the time of Isaiah 4 and 1 coming to pass. Isaiah chapter 32. You know, all the end time prophecies leading up to the second coming of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai. It's all happening. It's all taking place right now, right? And Matthew chapter 24 goes into the earthquakes in diverse places. That's what I'm focusing on right now. So the earthquakes are just popping off everywhere, like high magnitudes. So the Lord Yahweh Shai is just around the corner, and America's destruction is soon. Babylon the Great. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told you before, part of the signs meaning when you start to see the prophecies come to pass, you know, when they actually start to happen. For example, the MOTB is out, but it's not made mandatory. The Neuralink, the BCI, brain computer interface, right, or brain computer implant. They have many companies, but that's the main one that everyone knows right now is Neuralink, because it's headed it's owned, you know, the company's owned by Elon Musk, and he's very popular, right? So he's helping to forward that prophecy. The MOTB is here, but is not made mandatory. So it says, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, yeah, because we could still use paper money. We could still use the virtual versions of our credit cards and debit cards that's on our phones, on Apple and Apple iPhone and Samsung phones and other Android phones, to use to pay for things, to use to pay for food, or for, going into drop off your laundry, or going into shop for clothes, or whatever it is, for transaction, for buying and selling. We could still use paper money, and we could still use credit cards, and then we could still use our phones. But soon is going to switch to the MOTB. They're going to do something, right? So it's not made mandatory yet, but it's here. It's very much here. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, you don't have to, have the chip to buy and sell yet. But soon you're going to have it. But the elect, during the hour of temptation, the Lord is going to protect us. And Lord will, brothers make it unto the end. Lord will, brothers are part of the elect. We don't have to take it. We don't have to take it. And if you're in the truth and you take it, that means you're not a part of the elect. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And the highest is the Most High, and his name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahawashi, right? So Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi. So it says that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And the Most High is beginning to visit the world. For one, the prophecies are coming to pass, right? Or two, the eyes of the Lord are showing themselves, right? The chariots, the so-called UFOs, so-called UAPs, they're showing themselves more and more now. The government, they're releasing the hidden files, to the public about the chariots. All the hidden documents they're releasing right now, right? And then the Most High is also visiting this place with judgment through putting a lot of people, to sleep, deleting them to various means, and through earthquakes, through natural disasters, through hurricane. That's how the Most High is visiting this place. Because let me get it. Let me see if I could get it right here. Let me show you. I'm talking about the magnitude. I just want to show you what visit mean. Visit definition. The word visit means to go see a person or a place for a short time. So it basically means to go see someone, because the word viz, I believe it goes back to the same meaning as wisdom, and wisdom means to see. And a video, same thing, same word. Advice, the same word. I'm sorry, it goes back to the same word. So to visit means to go see someone, to pay someone to visit. Like, say if you want to go visit your mother, she lives in another town or in another state. You're traveling to go see your mother. So visit means to go see someone or a place. And the Most High is visiting the earth through his judgment and through his prophecy that he's bringing to pass, the end time prophecies, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And part of that is, you know, through his power, bringing bringing forth a whole bunch of earthquakes will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, there is a whole bunch of protests going on right now all around the world, because it's just corruption and injustice, because the devil is in rulership. The devil, the wicked as a nation, the Edomites, starting with the elite families, the elite banking families, and trickling on down to the layers under them, and then trickling on down to these world governments, right? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee. Yeah, because the Most High already set up the prophecies to happen from before, because the prophecies written by the prophets, like Isaiah, Jeremiah, they were written thousands of years ago, but they're coming to pass right now. Spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And the Most High already set all these things up to happen from the beginning. So I'm going to end it right there. So this is death toll from Japan. Earthquake rises to 34. 34.
To find survivors in a collapsed shopping mall in Kumamoto. Officials call today a critical window. The odds of finding anyone alive are fading by the hour, even as other rescue operations wind down. The disaster is also straining daily life. Grocery shelves sit empty in several towns as thousands of residents stock up on essentials. And with power out across wide areas, many of the displaced say they have no choice but to sleep in their cars, enduring punishing summer heat with no relief in sight.
Okay, you can't say that this is not judgment from the Most High, because with a country like Japan, earthquakes happen, but earthquakes are happening all over the place with high magnitudes over and over and over again, like every day. So that's 2nd Esdras 9 and Matthew the 24th chapter coming to pass. So this is judgment from the Most High, because it just keeps on happening. High magnitude earthquakes, and it's only going to get worse, because the Son of the Most High is on his way soon to take Esau and these nations out of power, and to deliver to deliver the elect of his people, and to set up the kingdom on earth, which is going to be it's going to be a righteous kingdom, right? Now, let me go to this one. It says magnitude. This is Reuters. This is from August 2nd, 2026. What is this? Oh, man. All right, so I'll just get it from somewhere else. So you have subscriptions for literally everything right now. So I forgot who said it. Maybe it was Carl Schwab. He said, you will own nothing and be happy, because you rent everything, you don't own anything. And there's like they're applying a subscription to like every service to that was free before. Let me go on this. This is Turkey Today, a news station from Turkey, news site from Turkey. Magnitude 5.6 earthquake strikes New Zealand North Island. A magnitude 5.6 earthquake occurred off the coast of New Zealand's North Island, according to U.S. Geological Survey. The quake struck 14 kilometers, 8.6 miles south of Hicks Bay, a coastal area near the northeastern tip of the North Island, within the Gisborne region, if I'm saying that word right, Gisborne region on the island's eastern side. USGS recorded the earthquake at a depth of approximately 52.8 kilometers. No casualties or property damage have been reported so far in the connection with the earthquake. So I want to get something. I want to get a... Oh, it rose to 38. Let me see. DW. I just want to get the magnitude of the earthquake. So it says a magnitude 7.1 earthquake struck southern Japan, and right now it climbed to 38. So 34, 30, 35 to 38. Down here it says tens of thousands of homes are still lacking water. About 800 households remain without power as of late Friday afternoon. Damn. So 7.1. Magnitude 4 to 5 is strong, but 7.1 is dangerous. Now, earthquake magnitude scale. This is from Michigan Tech, mtu.edu. Magnitude scales can be used to describe earthquakes so small that they are expressed in negative numbers. The scale upper limit. So let me go to 4, 2.5 to 5.4 magnitude. Often felt, but only causes minor damage. Estimated number each year, 500,000. Now this is Japan, right? 7.0 to 7.9. Major earthquake, serious damage. And it's only 10 to 15 happen per year. But the Most High is allowing these earthquakes to hit multiple places at the same time, or around the same time. So Matthew 24 says, Matthew 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Nation versus nation, that's a race war. And kingdom versus kingdom is one kingdom, like you say America versus Iran, or America versus Russia. That's kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, the water shortage, because of the data centers. It's causing a famine, and they put water up as a stock that you could buy, which is wickedness. They put it up as shares and stocks on the stock market. So they're trying to even more control water. And there shall be famines and pestilences, viral disease outbreaks, legionnaires. That disease that these alphabet people are getting. That's causing like diarrhea. It's crazy. And earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So this is earthquake track. It says today's biggest earthquakes. 1 hour ago, 4.6 magnitude. Nicaragua, 5.0 magnitude. Tonga, 4.8 Japan, 4.9 China, 4.6 Indonesia, 3.1 Gulf of Alaska, 5.1 Mexico. So It says the biggest earthquakes today, and that's the one I just mentioned. 5.6 in Hicks Bay, Gisborne, New Zealand, right? This month 7.3, Mexico, but then Japan's earthquake was 7.1. And then that's the end of the lesson. Lord wills edifying. So this is all prophecy. And prophecy means to say before. The things that was said before by the prophets, and that was given to them by the Most High, that they saw through visions and then they wrote it down, they're coming to pass right now. And that's the end of the lesson. Lord wills edifying. All praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Harakakodash. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.